Trying to stop the adoption of AI by sheer willpower is like standing in front of a speeding train. You are not gonna stop the train. You're just gonna get crushed. There is a destructive mindset that is spreading right now where people are attacking anyone who's using AI in their work. What they don't realize is that the nature of work is evolving, just like it was when the Microsoft Excel was invented. Before spreadsheets, the accountant had to do all of the calculations by hand on the huge ledgers. When Excel arrived, it didn't replace them. In fact, the amount of financial jobs just exploded because all of a sudden, many businesses could run much more data. Same here today with AI and software engineers. We don't call somebody an engineer based on what tool they use. We call somebody an engineer based on why and how they use that tool. You can spend 5 years or 5 seconds today while you are programming a new app, but it doesn't mean that this app is any good. Here's what's wrong with all this anti-AI crowd. They just put everybody who uses AI into one bucket. They all see AI as this simple chat box tool, which you can prompt, generate me some code or make me an art piece, and don't forget to make it a masterpiece. And then when they get the generic result, which can feel comprehensive and polished sometimes, but it doesn't mean that this result is of any value. This shows that many people think that something has value only because a significant amount of labor went into it. But I do not believe that the value is tied to the button that people click, but it's more like why they click that button. Your ability to pick what's important and why it is important, that's what creates value. Yes, AI can generate a habit tracker for you in one evening, but it doesn't mean that this app would be useful to anyone. You still have to understand why you have this specific feature, why people who are using it will be using that specific feature, and so on. If you were unable to create useful things, maybe that's because you were just not as good as you think you were. Maybe you were good at implementing other people's decisions and vision. Yes, sure. But that means that you were good at using a tool, and tools get replaced. This is the great point to ask yourself. Do I hate AI just because it's something new? And if yes, hear this. Everything that is new usually shines the light on what's important. And now it's where the humans end and the machine starts. I personally draw a line here. Machines are built for repetition, speed, and utility. Humans are for meaning. In our world today, most people identify themselves with those machine tasks. The job, the conformity structures, and overall people being detached from their work results. This is why our lives can feel unfulfilling. And when AI comes into play, it feels like a hurricane of changes. But hear me out, even though our industrial era changed a lot of things in our lives, and we have a lot of reason to hate parts of this, we still are living much better than people 30 or 50 years ago. There is a 99% chance that your life would be unimaginably better in the future than it is right now. And that's because of technology, and yes, because of AI. But mechanical work is being replaced, and we all are left with this emptiness where our sense of identity was. I was a coder, but who am I now? I was a copywriter, and now I'm just a prompt machine. And when mechanical work is no longer there, what's left is meaning. That is why now is the best time to dive into what really matters, into your vision, your story, your values. The thing is, you can do your job alone, yes, sure, but you can also pair it with AI to make it a creative complement to your work. With that being said, I can almost hear right now, but using AI is laziness. It is not a skill, and I would disagree on that. If AI would have been able to replace the skill completely, we wouldn't need a person to be an observant of its actions. More than that, it would have already happened. What AI does, it amplifies the skill gaps. A good coder with AI is a 10x coder with AI. A bad coder is still a bad coder, but just with slightly better code. And here's the thing that changes everything. Knowing what to do is just not enough anymore. You have to understand the deeper, the underneath layer behind the task. I think that today, everything that was creating a good life before is rapidly becoming a requirement for just normal life. Simply because now a skilled worker can deploy the result of their work much faster. That means that the argument AI devalues craft is actually backwards. It actually makes craft more valuable. More than that, you need additional skills in your life right now. If you're building something, you still need to understand the marketing. The future demands that we have to merge the opposite ends so we can stay effective and survive. Of course, we still have a choice in the modern world. We either can kick back and relax, hoping that everything is just going to pass away, or we can understand that this new AI reality is rapidly upon us and we can look into our lives and adapt. And I don't see why you would pick a first option. If you are still not convinced, think about this. The market does not care what you believe in. It rewards the results only. If I can deliver something better, faster, or cheaper than you, I win, right? My belief system does not appear on the invoice. But here's the problem. Most people don't have their own goals. Or maybe their goals were assigned by their job or another structure. And today's massive change that AI brings forces everyone to reconsider their lives. When the person with artificial goals meets the fact that their whole identity was based on something external, the whole process becomes incredibly painful. And pain is the mother of hate and aggression, but it's also a daughter of growth. The idea here is that instead of fighting the inevitable, it is much better to understand it, because it is much better to feel a small and controlled pain right now than a huge and uncontrollable suffering later.